Test.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to share my screen. And can you hear the conversation that's taking place in the meeting? Okay, wonderful.
Hi, committee. Good afternoon. Chair, thank you for receiving my presentation. I'm here so grateful and privileged to be able to share the successes that we've had in Q1 of 2026. And I'd like to thank our partners, the Downtown Advisory Committee, University of Niagara Falls, the Niagara Falls Innovation Hub, and our organization, Niagara Falls QSA. Next slide, please. As described in the previous presentation, QSA's mission statement, which was had this mission statement helped defined to us through our collaborations with UNF, is to foster economic growth, promote business engagement, enhance downtown visibility through technology and collaboration. And QSA manages the Downtown Niagara Falls marketing platforms, which has the mission statement of driving awareness, foot traffic, and customers to the businesses of downtown Niagara Falls through marketing promotions. And we're happy to serve in collaboration with the Downtown Advisory Committee, which brings together stakeholders from downtown businesses community to create and champion ideas for the beautification and promotion of downtown. So thank you so much to the committee for this opportunity. Next slide, please. Today, I'm happy and privileged and blessed to be able to present 3 separate University of Niagara Falls capstone groups who have come from other countries, spent tens of thousands of dollars on their tuitions, and to conclude their studies, have expressed all of their insights, their knowledge, their research for the benefit of downtown Niagara Falls. We have 3 groups here and 3 reports that are now available, and the students will be able to provide a quick summary of each of their reports. And Dean, I'll ask you to please click that link.
Which link? This one?
The Instagram.
The stakeholder interviews, they get to know the challenges and the problems, and they also get to know how to improve the society in the downtown areas, and well as idea for the improvement.
This project focuses in the economic health of downtown Niagara Falls through data collection from both the community and local businesses. We aim to build a practical framework that supports better decision making.
Our research identifies measurable tourism, performance variables, analyzes business-specific competitiveness, and designs a business intelligence framework to support the strategy's downtown decision making.
Your voice matters. Your support matters. For a smarter future for downtown. So, next slide, please. I'd like to thank the University of Niagara Falls Masters of Management program. We're joined by Professor Ragnish. Thank you for supporting this capstone project. We have 3 different reports, and I'd like to clarify why this is taking place. It's taking place because you can't manage what you don't measure, and in order to leverage the promise that University of Niagara Falls is bringing to downtown Niagara Falls, our organization is able to provide a bridge between the university and this committee, and their goal is to inform decision makers. So these reports are meant for you. They're written for your benefit, they're written for the benefit of all stakeholders, and they're written so that we, as a collaborative project, can succeed together. And so that's why we have Ajumanissa Syed and group. Ajumanissa, hello. We have Komal Hardik Fatakar. How'd I do? Not bad? Thanks for being here. And Alvaro Benavides. Thank you. And these are the leaders of each group. Each group represents 6 University of Niagara Falls groups, and their reports I have copies of here. Dean, were you able to send forward these to the committee?
The reports, the links are embedded in the slide deck, correct?
The links to the slide decks are embedded, but the full reports I've only sent to you in a special.
The full reports I have not sent to the
Okay,
committee. But
very
I will
good.
circulate them.
So to begin, I'd like to invite up Komal. No, sorry, Ajumanissa. And let's take it to the next slide. So let's please welcome Ajumanissa and come on up.
First of all, I would like to thank Sander. Thank you very much for inviting me here to be here and present our presentation to the audience.
That's right, you came from Mississauga today, so thanks for coming all the way to be here.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. So, yes, we have worked on me and 6 members of our team. We have worked on the project named Market-Oriented Digital Tourism Strategy for Downtown Niagara Falls. So we have, through this project, we have tried to provide some strategies how we can to the Queen Street area, so that we can how can we improve the Queen Street area's visibility, compared to the competitive places in the Niagara Falls. So yes, we have done a good analysis on Queen Street area using pestle and SWOT analysis models. So through SWOT, what we have come to know is tourism. The strengths are like tourism is great here in Niagara Falls. Around 13 to 14 million people are visiting Niagara Falls every year, and weaknesses, especially when we talk about Queen Street area, there is a lack of tourism data system. So there is no digital visibility, not much. There is fragmented data here about tourists, and limited digital monitoring system. We have also analyzed the opportunities that Queen Street area could have. Those are experiential tourism data systems implementation, digital tourism dashboards requirement, and online engagement and destination visibility. So the threats for Queen Street area is obviously the Clifton Hill Fallsview tourism zones, uneven tourism distribution, and then limited funding without measurable tourism performance indicators. So these are the threats, and yes, opportunities I would like to focus again. Like we need Queen Street area needs digital tourism dashboard, and also a centralized system where the tourists can be registered and view the real time in and out behavior of the tourists can be read. So next slide, please. So we, in order to do this analysis, we have been international students. We have analyzed like what sort of tourists are visiting this place. So we have thought in the perspectives of the tourists, like we have developed few of the personas. Like first one, we could see a domestic customer or a tourist who visits Niagara Falls. She is a teacher. She is a mother of a child, and she wants to see where explore the beauty of the places and also to educate her child about the things in and around about the nature. So that persona we have considered. Then second thing is a visitor from, second one is a visitor from UK, United Kingdom. So he is he's very much interested in culture, arts, and food experiences he wants to feel. So yeah, everyone are digital. All the four personas that we have developed are all digital. Uh, they follow digital applications like Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, where all they can, how they can know the places and explore the places. And one visitor we have presented here is a honeymoon traveler, a couple. So uh, they have they are Indians and they have problem in English. So again, they and also the food, vegetarian food, they are looking for. So eateries. This is how we have understood that there is a requirement for eateries as well. And yes, the final persona that we have drafted is a Euro French traveler. So again, he is a French speaker, and he is an artist and traveler. So he wants to visit different places and he wants to explore things, and he likes drawing things in person. So yeah, this is how we have developed these personas. Considering this again. Um, no,
Previous slide. Previous slide. Thank you, Ajmanissa.
yeah.
The personas give us an opportunity to have a character in mind when we talk about market segmentation. Who are we inviting to town? What are their wants and interests and desires? And what is their personality? And so thank you very much to your research group for providing this research. She's only scratched the surface of it today, and we can reference the reports in the future. Thank you so much, Ajmanissa.
Thank you.
Next slide, please. I'd like to welcome Komal Hardik Fatakar. So as you've heard from the first group, we are keenly interested in attracting tourism to the downtown area, and we're using the resources, the brain trust, the research, the resources of UNF to help leverage that objective. In our second report, we have leveraging emerging technologies to strengthen tourism engagement and attract visitors to the Queen Street area in downtown Niagara Falls District. And welcome, Komal.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for giving me opportunity to explain our team. So we are group 1 from UNF, and our team is focuses on leveraging emerging technology to enhance the tourist engagement towards the Queen Street downtown. So we did the two type of survey, quantitative and qualitative analysis. So for quantitative analysis, we put the scanner everywhere in the every shops, and we find out that what visitors need for coming into the Queen Street. And second one is stakeholder interview. We went to entire street, and then we find out that what the stakeholders require to bring more tourists in Queen Street. So first of all, I would say we recommended the smart tourism mobile platform. So when the tourist will search on the Google that what is the place for what is the so mobile app. So yeah, search engine bar, we can say that if tourists will find out that attraction for Niagara Falls, so Queen Street will pop up that these things they can enjoy. And they can find the interactive map, because visitors are not knowing about the map from Niagara Falls to Queen Street. So interactive map, then event the listing, what the events will be held in the Queen Street. So event list they can see. Second is AR Heritage Trail. So we recommend that we can put the scanner on the walls when the tourists will come, and then they can scan it, and then they heard about the history of Queen Street, and then they can so see the video regarding history of buildings. Third is loyalty program. So when tourists will came to the Niagara Fall, like in the Queen Street, if they scan the points, like they will go this shop and another shop, so they will get a points. And fourth one is interactive chaos. So we can put the chaos into the Niagara Fall, in the front of Niagara Fall. If tourists have time, like they will put the time, like I have 15 minutes, so they will find that Niagara, the Queen Street will pop up, and Queen Street, what the things we can do in Queen Street. So chaos will show that within a 15 minutes or 20 minutes you can enjoy this event that held in Queen Street. Fourth is social media marketing. So through social media marketing, like we can make reels, like car show is happening, so we can make a interactive reel, and we can post into the Instagram. So we can analyze that how many people look that reel, and then they can come. So thank you for giving me opportunity. My friend.
Thank you. And so we're clearly already well integrating and taking steps in social media marketing, and we have plans for smart tourism mobile platforms, for augmented reality heritage trails. You heard in my presentation in December about our goals for digital loyalty programs. So these ideas emerged independently as a result of their research, having analyzed what would be the best practices. They're bringing to us that our proposal to you is in line with best practices. And I'll turn briefly to this topic of the interactive info kiosks. This is what I'd like to do with the bus station TV. Currently, the bus station TV is horizontal in orientation. All of our videos are vertical in orientation. We have a production bottleneck because all of the videos we produce have to be squished and cropped in order to be on screen there. We would love to be able to rebuild that wall, even though we're going to only have it for 18 more months until they rebuild the bus station. Nevertheless, there's an opportunity there to have an interactive space, a vertical kiosk, perhaps digital touchscreen, or simply our Instagram reels playing there. Just a small point. So come on up, Ruta. Tell us about your stakeholder interviews. Next slide, please.
So to understand the core issues, we went to each shop, like in person. We had few questionnaires prepared. What are the drawbacks that they are facing, or the negative things they're facing? They told first is cleanliness, second is public parking. There is no one knows where to go. Like from Niagara Falls, they don't have any idea about the Queen Street, so it's not helping the local business. And they also wanted to improve the social media impact, which is already done by standard. Also, they suggested few events that can be kept, like Easter or on Christmas holidays, so that more people get attracted to it. So we really wanted to do something for the local business as part of an international students. The university has given so much, so we want to return them as a thankful, and we want to gather really good data. So that's the thing, that they want some promotional ads as well, where they can give some discounts as well. If they saw it online, they'll get some kind of discounts, maybe 5%, 10%, or some free meal at times as well. So yeah, that's
Wonderful. And I'd like to note here that the primary purpose of this research report was to support or question the objective of, will stakeholders support digital marketing as a primary approach? And this shows quite clearly that the openness to digital tools is pretty strong across the board. But we had the ancillary benefit here of asking businesses themselves and putting this information in front of you as a decision-making body. Why tourists don't visit? We now have 18 stakeholders, desired visitors, success criteria. I feel that this is very strong contribution. Thank you to UNF. Thank you to your students. I hope that the committee is open-minded to receiving this information, and thank you very much for your time. finally, last but not least, I'll invite Alvaro Benavides and group. Alvaro's group created a report called Designing a Business Intelligence Framework and Foundational Data Structure for Queen Street, a capstone project. And I'll ask you, please, Dean, to click the video link and then to jump to at the top, and then to jump to the 3-minute mark.
Today,
Just those two.
they're on-the-ground mapping of vacant storefronts and
Do you
put
need
it
your
through
slide
a
deck?
rigorous process
So I
of
can open it.
cleaning and organizing.
Okay.
And the result wasn't just some static report. It was a powerful dynamic dashboard engine. And here it is. This is the key outcome of that whole pivot. The Queen Street Business Intelligence Dashboard. I mean, this thing is so much more than a one-time analysis. It's a permanent piece of strategic infrastructure, a living tool built to turn raw numbers into real actionable insights for the whole community. So first thing everyone wants to know is, what did this new tool actually find? Well, it didn't really reveal problems. Instead, it just lit up 4 huge, crystal clear opportunities for growth, all backed by data. First up, a very specific number, 22.73%. That's the commercial vacancy rate. And having that exact number, it totally changes the game. The conversation shifts from a vague feeling to a measurable, strategic opportunity to attract and keep businesses. Opportunity number 2 is all about awareness. Get this, the data showed that 50% of the community just didn't know about all the cool activities happening on Queen Street. Now, that's not a critique, it's a massive communication opportunity to basically double your potential audience overnight. Okay, the third opportunity is one of those moments you really hope for in any project, parking. It was identified as the #1 consistent barrier, not just by businesses, but by residents too. And when you get that kind of agreement from everyone, you've got a crystal clear mandate to go and fix it. And the final opportunity was in what we call downtown activation. The data was basically saying, hey, the big events are awesome, but we need more reasons for people to come back again and again to really boost the vibrancy of the street day to day. Now, here's the absolute crucial insight. These 4 things, they aren't separate issues. This diagram shows it perfectly. They're all part of one big interconnected cycle. See, low awareness leads to less activity. Parking problems reduce foot traffic. That affects business confidence, which can lead to more vacancies, which then lowers awareness even more. To fix one, you've got to tackle them all. So once you see that cycle, the next question is obvious. How do you break it? Well, the team developed 5 strategic recommendations, and each one is a direct, data-driven solution designed to snap one of the links in that chain. And this wasn't a random list. It's a set of 5 interconnected initiatives that are all designed to work together. They cover everything from parking and awareness to making the street itself more appealing. It's a whole package deal for boosting economic health. Let's break them down. First up, tackling that #1 barrier, parking. The data showed that the hassle was a real problem. So the solution is a pilot program with free or subsidized parking. This is so smart because it lets the QSA test what works, collect even more data on what visitors do, and build an ironclad case for a permanent fix, all while making it easier for people to visit right now. Next, to close that 50% awareness gap, the plan is to build a coordinated awareness bridge. And it's called a bridge for a reason. By using consistent, unified campaigns on Instagram and email, the QSA can become the one go-to source for info, connecting all their great events with an audience that's eager to come. They just need to know about it. For activation, they introduced this awesome idea of micro-vibrancy. So instead of only focusing on huge, occasional events, you start rolling out high-frequency, smaller things, like food crawls or local art walks. They're easier to organize, and more importantly, they give people a constant stream of new reasons to visit Queen Street, building a habit of coming downtown. And finally, how do you deal with that 22.73% vacancy rate? You get creative. The Art in Windows program is such a cool solution. It takes these empty storefronts and turns them into community art displays. It hides the vacancy with something beautiful, makes the whole street look better, and sends a powerful message of optimism to new businesses and shoppers. So when you boil it all down, this entire journey really lands on this one simple, powerful idea. The student team built the infrastructure, but it's the ongoing voice of the community and its businesses that keeps it alive. This dashboard isn't an endpoint, it's a starting point. Its success depends on people continuing to participate. Which leaves us with one last question. Now that the street has found a way to have a voice, what's it going to say next?
Thank you. So Alvaro, please introduce yourself and your project.
Hello, board. My name is Alvaro Benavides, and on behalf of my team, I want to thank my mentor, our mentor, Dr. Elif Matrafe,
Thank you.
and also our sponsor, Mr. Shandor. And our project, as you see here, it's based on data-driven insights from Queen Street Association. And working with Mr. Shandor gave us the opportunity to support the downtown revitalization program in Niagara Falls, taking from surveys for the community and also for the businesses. And we create a pilot, our BI dashboard, and to track the key indicators and also the community feedback. I will pass the voice to my two teammates to explain the dashboard and also the key findings that we have.
Next slide, please.
Yes,
Hugo.
We're going to use the link
Yes.
navigating to the
Yes.
dashboard.
Yes.
Okay.
So what you're looking at here is a dashboard of some of the data that was collected by this group. We see here the occupancy rate, we see the number of active businesses, we see a map that has been categorized across industries, we see a breakdown of the different types of industries across the stakeholder group, and this is all very beneficial, and we're quite grateful for this information. Hugo, will you please take us through? Go ahead and click this link, please. Now there are multiple pages, Dean, at the bottom here, 1 of 9. So we're just going to jump through them, but I'll let you and Hugo take the lead on that, please.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I would like to walk you through our dashboard. Well, now it's QSA dashboard. And first of all, this dashboard is an initial dashboard built to bring together information from community feedback, business input, and also vacancy mapping. And we can see here its purpose is not to replace the work already being done, but to organize what we have been able to gather and put it in one visual tool. So going through the page, number 2, that is one of the that Sandor show you. But here we can see how are the businesses distributed in the Queen Street area, and especially the vacancy. And we can show how vacancy rate may affect continuity, visual energy, and also the perception of how is the activity in downtown Niagara Falls. Going forward, next we have a page where we can see some insights about sales performance on the businesses in the area. Now, from business side, we also can have some important barriers that they are facing. We can find some themes that begin repeat, and they are not. They are recurring concerns, not isolated comments. So it's important to have this information for decision making. Well, we also we can see from the surveys that we have developed some marketing insights, the channels that they are using, or the initiatives that they are willing to join. And this one is very clear from the community side. We can see the main barriers for visiting the downtown Niagara Falls. And these are connected factors that we saw in the video. It's not separated issues. So we had to face all of them at the time. We can also have insights about satisfaction from community side
Okay, I'll let you do that.
and different aspects. Then we have community feedback, and this is one of the interesting pages because here we can see what people feel is missing or what could improve visits in downtown, and also the preferred communication channel to get informed about any activity in the
Interesting.
downtown
Yeah.
area.
Go back to that, please.
Yeah.
More frequent street events and entertainment, better lighting and feeling of safety, improved parking availability, higher pedestrian traffic, cleaner and better maintained streets. These are the responses that we got, that this group got from their stakeholder interviews. Thank you. Please carry on.
That's it. The final pages is just to support
The
follow up
yeah.
and engage, continue engaged.
Thank you. Okay. Valerie, please add.
So just to sum it up, when my team and I committed to this project, it was a way for us to say thank you to the community that welcomed not only us but our families. And so our target was to deliver the QSA a sustainable monitoring tool. And I wanna mark this word sustainable because what we need is the input not only from the community but also from the businesses. With this, the QSA is going to be able to transition or to become a more structured, decision-based organization to keep revitalizing and helping in the development of the downtown. We have delivered this monitoring tool that we really hope it is sustainable in time. We have given the strategies for the revitalization. So this is our way to say thank you to this community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Professor, yeah. Please, if you can add some words to what the value of this project is to you as an educator, to the institution, please, Kerry.
Thank you very much for giving the opportunity to talk about on the behalf of University of Niagara Falls. So looking into all three projects, they are really valuable, and moreover, the close connect between university and sponsors are very, very important role. So this is a connect between theory and practice, and I really appreciate Standard has given us a great sort of input in order to make our dreams to get into mainline live projects like Capstone. So story behind these hard works, you have seen the PowerPoint presentation, they have used latest technologies, and the last group which they have talked about the Power BI software, this dashboard has been converted using Excel, as well as they use the latest software called Power BI, which gives hands-on experience of working on the live data. So data can be changed based upon the input they have. Moreover, all the groups have talked about their persona. The persona is very, very important, which Sandra has also talked about it. And another group, the second group, talked about digitalization of the project. And these projects are really, really very, very close netted. It's a work of almost 6 months behind the scenes. So the hard work the groups have put in is really appreciable, commendable, and I really thanks to our sponsor, Sandra, who has given us an input, so we can able to convert our team's actionability on the table as a full-fledged report, and we feel that these reports can be converted into action, so the sustainability will definitely look into our Queen Street tourism aspect is concerned, and we hope so that the tourism will flourish.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So,
if I could, Sandra, a question
yes.
for the professor. If we have businesses in the community that are interested in participating in a capstone project, is there opportunities for them, and how would you suggest that they connect?
Yeah, definitely. All the businesses who are interested to have in the capstone part, they can connect to the university. We will definitely love to have local businesses, and in our university we have given preferences to the capstone projects from the Niagara Falls itself.
Yeah.
So we are ready to work closely with the Niagara Falls businesses, and there are the businesses which are very, very close to our university work, which is related to winery is concerned, related to all fresh fruit and vegetables are concerned, and there is related to a project related to there is a small mini conversion plant is there, which is basically syrup plant, which is very important plant for that. So we love to work with the local businesses. Only thing is that if they are open, they can come to us, approach to us. We are ready to handhold and do the project straight away with that.
Wonderful. Thank you. And I actually direct you to Emma at the Niagara Falls Innovation Hub, who is the liaison who connected me with Sherry Sims at UNF. So you can either go through Niagara Falls Innovation Hub, find Emma, or you can go to UNF and find Sherry Sims. Both of them will be happy to intake you into a capstone project. Oh, I'm sorry. There is a different person in that role. And so there you go. Thank you very much. Okay, so thank you very much. So before I move on, I would like to emphasize how, thanks to the committee's collaboration with QSA, we've been able to mobilize dozens of individuals in the benefit of downtown Niagara Falls. Had the committee never supported QSA in the first place, we wouldn't have been able to connect with these 18 students, 2 different professors, and establish the foundations of what will continue in the next capstone session. So more students will be available to us to do more work, as well as beyond capstones, there's also the opportunity for internships, which is one of the reasons why QSA has come to exist. So thank you very much to the UNF students. Thank you for your time today, and thank you. So earlier in the year, in January, I had the opportunity to speak at the Niagara Innovator Culture Cluster Niche, it's called. And I had the opportunity to ask a question of the Minister of Tourism. And the reason I asked this question is because of the Destination Niagara strategy that the provincial government has announced. I'm so happy to hear earlier before my presentation all of the positive things that are taking place on Park Street and with bylaw enforcement. So the point being made by the Minister of Tourism, I think, is already well understood. The reason I'm including it here is because if it's my job to bring tourism to town, then I'm also considering what does the Minister of Tourism say are our barriers to accomplishing that. And so I just wanted to add that as a comment, because if the province's view is that downtown Niagara Falls should be bypassed and they should just go straight to Clifton Hill, that's not in our interests. I think it's in a strategic imperative to make it a priority, and I know that this council is and this committee has been doing that. So I'm thanking you for making it the priority to see revitalization happen. Thank you very much. So next slide, please. To support that, there are opportunities to support that objective. There are support systems at the province. For example, the Downtown Revitalization Program from the province, which if you click the link, Dean, please, you'll see that it offers some best practicing and some training guides. And this is the type of thing that an ad hoc conglomerate group can endeavor to achieve together. In my view, we are already on our way. As you've heard some of the research we've had from UNF, in my view, we have a conglomerate group with the City of Niagara Falls, with the Niagara Falls Innovation Hub, with the University of Niagara Falls, to emphasize our successes and coming successes in downtown revitalization. You can close this window, thank you. And so I'll draw your attention to these quadrants. These are the quadrants of a downtown revitalization program. And we see here marketing and promotions, which is by and large my primary responsibility. And then I have some overlap in leadership and management by collaborating with you, by bringing in data from the stakeholders. Physical improvements and economic development are by and large the responsibility of the city, although I'm sure we all have a role in advocating for better outcomes. And so that, I hope, clarifies that. Next slide, please. Given the focus on marketing, let's talk about the successes that we've had in Q1. We had a record-breaking year, record-breaking quarter on social media. We've already far exceeded the high water mark that we achieved during the pilot project. We have a 100,000 plus views on a 30-day average. It's actually 120 now because it just keeps growing. I would also like to draw your attention to the Cat Cafe video, which broke records and went viral on Facebook. And let's just take a 1-minute look at it, please, just to get a sense of the flavor. Should load. There you go.
My name is Jackie. I'm the owner at Niagara Falls Cat Cafe. We're located here on Queen Street in downtown Niagara Falls. We offer a full-service restaurant as well as an experience in our cat enclosure. We work with local rescues to bring cats in for people to find a pet to take home with them one day. We also have a full menu on our restaurant side as well as liquor license working with local wineries.
What makes this place different from any others in downtown Niagara Falls?
Well, they have the opportunity here for people to come in and have a live interaction with our animals. As I said, all of our animals come from local rescues. They come to us spayed or neutered, microchipped, vaccinated, and vet checked, ready to go home with the lucky person that finds their forever friend. We invite you to give us a call, make a reservation, and come on in to see us and our cats at the Niagara Falls Cat Cafe.
Thanks. Thank you. So that video represents the style of LBS Consulting. Angela Vasquez produced that video. And Cat Cafe represents an attraction in the area, given its unique nature. The video did very well, as you can see on the comments and so forth. And if you visit us on Instagram and scroll, I hope you'll be quite happy to see that there's a variety, a huge variety of videos that represent the entire variety of the different businesses that are here. We're working day and night on Instagram for downtown. We have 70 plus posts that have either produced or collaborated with us since February 10th, when the account reactivated in 2026. And we've been doing the 100,000 plus over a 30-day average consistently since we reactivated. And our intention, our goal, is to double our Instagram in 2026. Currently, we have 7,000. If we had 14,000, that would be much better. And so that's our metric to measure success. I think that's fair. Next slide, please. Oh, and before we go on, I would like to please acknowledge and thank Pump Marketing, Alexi Paquin, LBS Consulting Group, Angela Vasquez, and Lamar Solutions, Dakota Lamar, for providing and contributing. They're like the VJs of our TV station. They're the personas and the personalities that have a different flavor each, and they access different people, and they have, I think they've been very successful, and it's been such a pleasure to be able to bring a team together and leverage a team to work for the benefit of downtown Niagara Falls marketing. Next slide, please. Okay, so let's talk about our incentive marketing programs. So incentive marketing means like and subscribe, share to win. Incentive marketing was one of the successes of our pilot project. We had achieved $1,500 in-kind contributions that we distributed across 6 giveaways. We gave away 6 packages, about $250 in value each. And that's an incentive marketing. It helped us drive viewership to our account at the time. So far, we haven't engaged in any, well, there was Easter. Up until Easter, we didn't engage in any incentive marketing. There were no giveaways yet. Moving forward throughout the summer, I believe that incentive marketing is the way to go. And so there's 2 ways to do it. One is to acquire business gift certificates from businesses and in-kind contributions. That needs to be clearly articulated to the businesses so they understand the value proposition. So far, I think that communication needs to be clarified. And but the benefit of the downtown dollars is it's a universal gift certificate for any business. So instead of asking a business, hey, would you like to give me a gift certificate so that I can include you in the XYZ campaigns? Instead, it's here's your $200 in downtown dollars, go shopping. And so the way we do that is somewhere here. You got to see it. We took the time to prepare it for you. So I'll ask Mr. Mayor, would you please? These are our proposals for the downtown dollars. And so you have here Samuel Zimmerman, the founder of the Village of Elgin. And you have here James Bruce, James Bruce, the Earl of Elgin, whom the Village of Elgin was first named after. And on the back, you'll see a QR code. So the QR code, so our plan with this is it'll be embossed, uncounterfeitable. And if you scan the QR code, you'll see whether or not it'll check our ledger, and you'll see whether or not this dollar is active. So that's our security measure so that we can hand this out. And we're not handing it out to random people. We're not handing it out to, hey, you just got off the train, have $5. No, we're handing it out to winners of contests who've already participated in some incentive, meaning they've liked, they've shared, they've won a contest, they've won a game show. Did it work?
Yep.
And which one? Is it valid or invalid?
It said test.
It said test.
On the 12th.
Good.
Demo.
This note is valid.
Yep. Yep.
Perfect. Well, it is just a demo at this point.
Yeah, that's great. It
Yeah,
worked.
It worked. That's good. Okay. All right. So strategically, it's my opinion that taking money and paying Meta for advertising isn't the best use of the dissolved assets of the former BIA. And a better use of it is an incentive marketing program. Now, I'm not saying we don't spend money on advertising. I'm saying we don't pay Meta for follows. We don't pay Meta for views. We encourage views through organic messaging. And so that's the point of this. A certain portion, which I've recommended at $5,000 of our budget, will be earmarked for the downtown dollars. And this was proposed over the first quarter, and I'm seeking your feedback on it now. Next slide, please. Okay. Last weekend, we had a very successful experience. It was the Downtown Niagara Falls Family Day, and we know that over 100 families came on out. Moody's gave out 98 free cookies. MWM was doing face painting for 4.5 hours straight, and there's no video link. Has anyone seen the video? You've all seen the video from Saturday afternoon of Family Day. And so it was a blessing that it was sunny. But as you can see, I marketed it to be sunny. Then I saw the weather report, and I said, hey, that's no problem because we're doing indoor events. So I said, let's lean into the rainy day. But then it turned out to be a sunny day anyway. So I guess God just does the opposite of how I market. So, you know, let's have it sunny. No, it's going to be cloudy. Let's make it cloudy. No, it's going to be sunny. But it was a blessing and a success, and I'm very happy about it. At the same weekend, we've launched an experimental project called the Elgin Experiment. And the way this works is QR codes in business windows have a puzzle, and each puzzle results in a letter. And if you complete the wheel of letters using the tools available, you are entered to win prizes, downtown dollars. Next slide, please. So moving ahead, looking ahead into other events and activities in the summer, we are proposing Art and Culture August. We're proposing Art and Culture August as an OCAF application. However, regardless of the outcome of the OCAF application that we discussed last meeting, is the 1x1 art show. The Niagara Falls Culture Development Fund has awarded me $2,500 to pay commission artists to produce art that represents the past, present, or future in downtown Niagara Falls. And we're going to be having an art show on August 1st. And then I'm proposing a Nuit Blanche type event on August 8th. I will say that if we haven't planned it today or by now, I don't know if I want to do any last minute plans. So August, I think, is a reasonable amount of turnaround for us to work as a collaborative group to make a successful event. Easter was a little last minute, and that shouldn't repeat. Next slide, please. Okay. So concluding with our digital innovation projects, this slide was on the December 3rd slide deck that was approved by council, and the digital innovation projects were a component of that proposal. As you've seen, our data-driven downtown has some of the output from the UNF students. You've seen the content creator collaborations, as well as soon you will be able to see, well, you're seeing a little bit of gamified marketing with the Elgin experiment, as well as we're developing product and service digitization, which will contribute into our marketing campaigns. As you can see, we're doing this in partnership with a variety of entities. And so at this time, we need to take a look at Triple, please. So that'll be dtnf.triple.ca.
What's that, Chandra?
TRIPPL.
DTNF.triple.ca.
That should work. Let's see. Triple is a company based in PEI, which I met at the Niagara Falls Innovation Hub. They presented at the same niche event that I referenced earlier. They are a TRIP program, TRIP program. The Niagara Falls Innovation Hub had 4 incubator businesses that they supported. One of them was Triple. Triple's product is a destination planning platform. So if you're on your way to Niagara Falls, this platform is to help you choose your path. So the Triple is already being supported and invested by Destination Niagara Falls, who has a strong constituency of hotels and hoteliers. So if you're looking at booking at that hotel, by joining up with Triple, we'll be on the same map. So you're going to book with that hotel, but you're going to see all these Queen Street businesses up here. Put it on your itinerary. What Triple's insight they've brought to me is people have an itinerary when they travel, and they don't necessarily go improvising what they're doing day in and day out. So they want to plan ahead. This is a platform to help us encourage and include Queen Street businesses in their trip to Niagara Falls. Dean, is there any insights that I should bring about this? You want to put this to the committee as a specific purchase request?
Let's put this just to the committee as part of our discussion.
Yeah, okay. So we'll leave that, put a pin in it if there's any questions. And Modi, please join us. Please, Dean, go to QSA.netlify. MyQSA. Yeah, myqsa.netlify.ca. No, .app. .app. Okay, so I'd like to introduce you to DA Modi. He works at Trapped. He's a web developer and software developer and a UNF student. And he's been developing the website and software backend for QSA. As you can see here, there are some mapping things. But actually what we want to look at, more importantly, is click sign in, please. And scroll down. And where should we start? We're going to start with the admin. Here at the bottom? No?
Demo admin.
Oh, okay. Do that again.
You need to sign out.
Lead the way, my friend.
Demo admin, not the business. Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. So what we see here is a professional app level interface. The purpose of this is to make it easier to onboard businesses onto campaigns. So for example, hey, we're doing Easter. Would you like to sign up? You can join the campaign through the website. It makes our job a lot easier, makes communicating a lot easier. There are some functions here that are worth highlighting. Modi, what do you say? What are the functions you'd like to highlight?
One of them is if you go to businesses, all the businesses are listed on the list. Then deals, whatever deals each business has to offer us, we can edit it, approve it, delete it, all those things. This is the God level admin which you are seeing right now. There is another panel which is the business panel, from where each business will get their own credentials and they can log in and create their own campaigns. And there would be users as well, so users can see the coupons, they can use it, redeem it on the stores.
Right, yeah. So each business will be given their own login in order to participate with campaigns, in order to provide deals, in order to provide their products and services. And I guess that is, I think, a great accomplishment. Thank you very much, DA, for making this happen. And we look forward to launching this in the coming weeks. Okay, so that concludes my presentation. Thank you very much. I know that was a lot to take in. I know that there's some matters of discussion to be had. Please, I'm open to any of your questions. Let's talk.
To go through the chair, if anyone
Through the
has
chair.
questions of Shandor and the marketing project that they'd like to discuss at this point in time.
To Chair. So at one point, great job with this capstone student project. It was good. I still can see missing a couple of things. One thing is that they have to know people where is Queen Street. I got every week people they know they will not exist in that street. Oh, you know this place was. Oh, I know what happened. What is this street? People from Toronto, not even tourists. You probably had the same problem. You probably hear the same too. Every day. So I think the main thing is signing for this street. It's no signing for this where they say go Queen Street or go downtown Niagara. The other thing about they said the street about peaceful health. I don't think so. This street.
Sorry?
It's the biggest tourist people coming for that street. How many tourists come every year to see the falls?
13 to 14 million.
So
Data informed.
together. They have to get some sign to say downtown
Right.
is here.
Yeah.
Over there, it's close to make sure that we exist in this street.
Is that called wayfinding? A wayfinding sign. So you get off the train, and right there in front of you should be some way, some ability to find your way.
Or the highway.
But not just the
Yeah,
train.
and on the highway, yeah.
You have to get the highway.
Highway,
The
yeah.
road,
Sure.
Victoria Avenue.
Well, let's make a motion. I recommend it to the city. Make a request, if that's your view. There's only so much I can do on that topic.
What do you think, Jim?
So I weigh in too, I agree, there should be, as soon as you get off the bus and train or the QEW, wayfinding to the MTO, you apply for that, takes time.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen right away, you see Greenland still has signs, Parks Commission have signs, a lot of attractions, I don't know what the cost is for QEW signage, the wayfinding signage as you refer to it, or the 420, but it's a great idea, it's simple, you're captive, so people know to come here. I think even 1.3 million people are using the GO bus and the GO train.
Yeah.
And because I see them, they cut right to Rosberg Park on the way, and they've got their phones and they're trying to figure out where to go. And there should be a way to ping them as soon as they get off the train to let them know there's a whole shopping district here. Because that's the first thing they do.
That's right.
First thing.
Yeah, we're working on it. Perfect.
Can I just say something?
You gotta go through your chair there,
Sorry,
sir.
Chair, can I say something that's going on with QEW? Do I have a moment? Okay. It's $5,000 for 3 years.
Okay.
Okay? And you have to have a minimum number of visitors. And that's not easy, it's very easy-ish.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I just say one thing, okay? The gateways. We've got a lovely queue on the Parkway, Queen Street. And then we've got Bridge Street car roundabout that looks like 6 mini Eiffel Towers that are rusty. What I'm focusing on is the welcome, like Jim was saying from the station. Welcome to Niagara, welcome to Queen Street. And that roundabout, to me, is part of the welcoming sign. It's at the other end.
Yeah.
You know, I volunteered to go and paint them gold to look like a crown. But that's a sort of attention, a bit of paint, a bit of welcoming, a bit of signing. Be nice, eh?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we already have some signage near the roundabout that can be beautified, if that's the word. It kind of, the way it words it, it's old, it's faded, and it words it like we are an art district. And
Right.
although we have some artists on the street, we're actually not an art district, we're more of, it's a dime, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we have signs there that can be revitalized a little bit. Yeah, the downtown core, like,
the entrance pillar at Valleyway will be repainted soon as part
Yes,
of the UNF
I mean the
partnership.
signs that are at the roundabout, we forget they're there.
Yes.
I think they've faded so much, they sort of blend in with the thing, with the,
Are you talking the black and blue painted? Where are we gonna get?
Here, we got signage like this,
How it has that neon.
right?
That gateway.
yes.
This signage. There's like 4 or 5 installations that are just like this that are faded. They could be, right.
Okay, let's make a motion.
For the sake of time, yeah, Chair, in terms of,
What should the motion be, that we're going to look into this, that we, that we're gonna look
Investigate
into,
enhanced
the signage
signage
on.
for the downtown core?
For the downtown core on the highway and
Wayfinding.
wayfinding and
The roundabout.
the roundabout. Sorry?
The next meeting, maybe we get some reference.
Yeah.
Sure. Do I have a motion?
Okay.
Dallas and Gus? All those in favor?
I think
All
I'll
right.
jump in. I think it's a great strategy to, as he mentioned, that the roundabout on River Road, how many cars drive by there every year, right? I don't know, do we have a traffic count? Do we know how many cars?
Oh, can we get that? Are there traffic
So
numbers?
we could see how many
Oh.
cars drive right past.
I want
the-
those.
East Street on the way to Niagara on the Lake and vice versa. If they knew there was something of interest to come up the street. So you think about it, if you had good signage on the highway, at the River Road, at the Go Bus and the Go Train, and at the west side coming down Valleyway, I mean, how many people don't actually know the downtown's there? So you go to Paris and you know the high rises, right? You know you're in the area. You go to certain places, New York City, you go to Toronto, but here, how do you know that you're in the downtown? Because I'll tell you the other
Yeah,
misconception.
sure.
I hear this all the time. People say, I was in your downtown. I said, okay, how'd that go? And they said, great, we love the Ferris wheel.
Right.
They think that's our downtown. So you need
Well,
to
they
be.
have done a paid search to redirect, like the large, big players down there. So when people do search downtown, it does take them to Clifton Hill.
But it's funny, they think they're in downtown.
So everybody
Yeah.
hashtag Clifton Hill.
That's why
We'll become them.
Right.
Yeah.
I jump on all the touring.
For the sake of staying on time with our agenda, any further discussion on this topic, or would you like to move on to our next agenda item, which is a closed session of the committee?
Do we have enough clarity?
Chair, do you want to direct the staff then?
No
You
more
can direct
questions?
the staff on how to proceed with the management of the marketing project, if you would like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we need a motion?
I don't think so. I'm already doing the ongoing management of it.
Okay, yeah, like, thank you. I think you did a wonderful job presenting. A lot of hard work went into your project, and I'd like to thank you for coming tonight. And
Thank you.
presenting.
Thank you.
Okay, so for our next agenda item, Chair, we'll have a resolution to go in camera for a closed session of the committee, and we'll need a first and second motion.
Okay.
And a vote. So, motion, Pat first. All in favor?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have more questions about what happens here. Do they have like sessions open?
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Do you want me to take a photo of you guys in front of this?
UNF students are very cleared out. We'll go into the lobby, the nice lobby. We'll talk up there.
Can we have a picture with
Yes, please.
Team.
Oh, well, let's ask him. Let's ask him. Go get the other students. Manager?
That's a great observation. Absolutely. Nice job, Ira. You're looking dapper too, by the
Thank
way.
you, sir.
You're
If I
great.
may ask a photo
Thank
with
you
the
for that.
students?
Yeah, where did you want to do that?
Right here?
Yeah, did they leave already though, or?
We got a few here.
Thank you, thank you.
It was nice to meet you. I brought everything.
I have a photo as well.
Sure. UNF students?
They're all left.
I don't know
Okay.
if you know what.
They all left, sorry.
Yeah, I know where it is.